Join the Artificer's cast as we play The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Right. Anyway. So let's keep an eye on the Craigslist then, in case we will get a message and remind me. No, I don't mean Craigslist. I mean the Craig recording.
Craigslist. What are we looking for on Craigslist?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. This is
to dance.
A decent D&D party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So last time you found yourself. You helped rescue or free rather a bullywug knight called Morgort. And after a lot of discussion, she left to with the idea that she might meet you by the balloon that you encountered when you first arrived in Downfall, with a view to saying that she can fly you out of here, and with Clapperclaw the Scarecrow in tow, who can guide you through the paths that run between the various realms of Prismere. You have potentially a way out, providing you can secure yourselves a balloon, and it's in a fit state to fly. After that, you notice that in the distance to the sort of southeast, a big structure. It looks like a kind of tree in the mist there, which you know is the direction of the Sinking Palace, which is where you've been asked to go by King Gullop the 19th to get suitably attired to visit Bavlorna. But on the way, instead of that, you also notice a very large, dark shape in the mist behind the prison, which turned out to be an enormous balloon. The balloon section of which was a massive rain cloud with lightning flashing through it. That seems to be somehow kind of trapped and held in place by whatever magical means. And it turns out that it is a little store, trinket, bauble and charms. And you proceeded to look at the various wares that were there, and the price was not in gold, but in an ability of sorts. And nobody wanted to pay such a price, except Rikito, who decided that the mug of Bumble beer was worth losing any ability to dance ever again. And having duly paid such a price, then went on to prove that he could no longer dance. Quite spectacularly. Jezal managed to save the expensively bought pint of beer, or whatever it is, in this way, with everybody else diving underneath just as well, just to try and help out. And also, just looking back there, Borges had cast Charm Person on Zygon as well, with the net effect that it actually made him more of an acquaintance than an actual friend. So unless you did, I can't remember if you dispelled the spell, but for the next hour, he's slightly cooler towards you than he probably was, unless you dispel it.
I might maybe I'll leave it on.
So at the moment, he's unaware that he's been charmed, but obviously everybody else is probably aware that you did something, because obviously there's a verbal and somatic element to these spells, although quite slight. But yes, at the moment, Zygon feels slightly cooler towards you. Okay. So that's where we left it. We are, you are rather, still on the walkway up to this crazy-looking balloon. Rikito has a pint of beer in his hand, and you can decide what to do next. So it's over to you.
Okay, friends and Borges, I think
Wah, wah.
I think a few of us spotted someone down south from here. Since our plan's already kind of gone askew since Rakito's boot went through the jail cell. I reckon we go have a little mosey on down, see what's what, and then I don't know, make our way to the balloon and then decide a new plan.
Sounds good to me. My legs are a little bit stronger than I expected.
Yeah.
And Borges is like, I have to check what that spell actually does when I have a second here. I thought that was going to charm him. That hasn't worked. But I'm actually also just going to pick up the... turn back to the tradesman and agree to swap the colour of my eyes for a very good thimble. I've remembered that this balloon has holes in it. You can't be sewing things up without a good thimble. And so I would like to approach. Approach the fine salesman again, if that's possible.
It is a very good thimble. You do know there's no fingertip included, don't you? You have to provide that yourself. Just to be clear. Good, excellent. I think it will probably fit.
Yeah, wiggle fingers.
Probably.
Yeah.
Got it. Well then. Okay. Trinket. I think this is your one there. Trinket produces a small marble. And kind of holds it up in front of each eye, and in front of it says "Hugh be mine," and you don't feel anything. But anybody watching Borges, as he kind of leans into this, in towards this darkling tradesperson here, just notice that his eyes, the irises, go completely transparent. I mean, you can't see into his brain, but there's no colour at all.
It's just
I mean, his iris just got
it's just
bigger.
like this big. Well, actually, it's not even white, is it? So at least it's not like a massive white eye with a tiny black pupil in the middle of it. I guess it's the white of the eye plus a very clear area, and then the pupil now.
Yeah.
So yes, it's.
So does that mean it's like black?
I don't know what colour. It's
Like,
says
is it
transparent,
dark?
but what's
In the
behind
inside
the
of the
iris? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, I think the iris is technically see-through because that's what opticians do. They shine a light so they can see into your eye. That's what they do with the little...
So he's now just got...
a big black eye instead of colours.
Yeah.
His iris has just got
with
bigger.
Yeah, if there's a light behind me, you can see like the pink of my brain. That's there's a strong light. It kind of lights up everything.
You've got the eye socket, and then I guess you've got the optic nerve that goes into the brain, and there's got to be something. It's a really
it's going to be some flesh or something.
Right? It's a very
it's going to be pinkish, right?
For sure. Okay. I look at Borges. I'm like, oh man, I'm quite glad we're not friends.
Yeah, Borges still doesn't know what his spell has done at this point. He thinks it's worked.
Yeah, I am wondering why I'm not friends with everyone else but Borges. But having a look at him, I'm like, actually, it's
a friendly acquaintance, so it's not like it'd be like, that kind of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You just talk about the weather all the time now.
Yeah. But looking at his eyes, I'm wondering the same. Like, why am I not friend with him? I know why now.
You haven't even.
Yeah.
So
I hold my thimble up on my finger and smile. That'll be my.
Does it fit your finger?
It just sits on the tip of his pinky.
I'm just gonna hope so.
Roll some.
I think that's a roll.
Yeah.
No.
Please.
No.
Come on, he's 7 foot. There's no way.
It's not even a magical thimble, is it? So
Kobolds love.
You've probably got quite delicate fingers. Tell you what, make an intelligence
roll
to see whether you've noticed whether it would fit or not. I mean, you've done it now anyway, but
-1.
whether you've bought it and fully aware that there's a chance that with a 5, you fully expect it to fit on your little finger, and it really doesn't. It literally just kind of rests on the top of your little finger. Yeah. You perhaps thought it might sort of magically, like some magic items, they will adapt.
Oh no!
But
yeah, I was really hoping it would become magical at some point. Maybe there's some hidden magic. Yeah.
That's a heavy price, isn't it?
I put it in my pocket, and I say people put important things in their pocket, so I'm just going to keep that in my pocket. Hey guys, we need to find a
pleasure doing business with you. do come back again anytime you're interested in whatever. What have we got left? I don't know. What have we got left? Oh yeah. Beer's gone, Thimble's gone. Better scratch those off. He kind of leans over. One of them leans over and kind of runs a line through with a bit of chalk through the two things that have been sold. Long time since we sold anything. It's lovely doing business with you. Anyway, do please come back. Oh, and if you see Charm in there, just give her our regards and let her know we've had a successful day.
Okay.
Borges is he can't say anything back to this. He's just trying to put it on his finger,
Right.
so there's no
It's
response.
like spending a fortune on a pair of shoes, determined that
He's a
they're
bit
going
distraught.
to fit.
Panic.
If you are going to try that thimble, it's a
Yeah.
heavy price. Yes, it is a heavy price. Yeah, so you have transparent eyes. That may well affect
jam it
how
on.
people
From
interact with you.
Cinderella.
In the future, who knows?
Oh no.
The two of you are going to be a good night out, aren't you, Rikito and Borges? It's going to be.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
Just
What have I done?
Right, should we go?
Yeah.
Should we try and the guy looked, or whatever it was, looked pretty big, so maybe we could like
Who are you
walk around
talking
the back.
about? Yeah, a big person.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, you saw a big
Let's go check him
figure
out.
at the. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the silhouette. Yeah,
like
So
the,
'cause what you
I
can
guess, like
see
the
in the mist
silhouette
ahead of
it.
you, although it's very
Yeah.
very misty and it's really
So-
not clear. But yeah, the outline of some branches, some very big branches, kind of spreading out towards you in this area down to the southeast, roughly from where you are now, and to the top side of this, over this area, is I think where you spotted the figure, or the very large shape. Yes. So please, feel free to move yourselves wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
cool.
I'd like to head down this way.
Okay.
Try and
Yeah.
try and see it.
Yeah.
Interested.
I think
Yeah.
before I start moving, I am going to empty my new bumblebee,
Right.
or I'm going to empty my water skin.
Please
and fill
make a
the
dex.
water skin
That's
with
a
my
tricky
bumblebee.
thing to do. Just it's not a
Because
high
it is a
dex check,
container.
but just make a dex check to make sure you don't spill any of this very very special bit. And
Oh.
8.
I was going to say all you need to do is get a 10. So you got an 8. Okay. Unfortunately, you know how it is when something spills. You get some of it in, but a load of it runs down the edge of the beer glass. You don't quite notice it. So you probably get about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So you notice that happening. You kind of hold it over your head and suck some of it, but you get about half of what you had is now in the water bottle. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. Good.
Cool.
This guy, he's had the beer for less than a minute.
Okay. Well, you know.
And then
Yeah.
zip up
Okay,
the water skin and
perfect,
put it in my
perfect.
backpack.
And you did manage to kind of taste some of the beer, and it tastes all right. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, bit of a honeyed scent to it. Totally worth never being able to dance again. Yeah.
Worth.
Yeah. That is true. That is true.
Couldn't anyway.
Okay, so Zygon, yeah, as you're walking down that way, you see this very, very large tree, and what appears to be the walls of a big building there as well. And you realise that this is the the building, the sinking palace that you've been directed to as you walk towards it. So I'm going to move Clapperclaw with you. You're looking at from this side, you're looking at the side of the building just ahead of you. You can just see a wall there. It's quite tall. It looks to be a couple of levels to it. So this bit, if I ping that, will it ping? Ping, come on, ping. This bit here is quite high actually. It's up in the tree, and there's another lower bit just to the south of it slightly. There appears to be a slightly lower wall there. So yeah.
Guys, do you remember? I think this is called the Sinking Palace, but does anyone remember what it actually is? Like, what's here?
Bavlorna.
It's not. What's her name? Bazinga.
Bazinga.
What's her name?
Bavlorna, no.
As it's hard to remember these things, and it is only because in real terms, game time, you've probably spent maybe half an hour, 40 minutes since leaving King Gullop. I will let you remember that this is the area, this is the place he told you to go to get fitted out with some appropriate clothing. Yeah.
Get dressed. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yes, thanks everyone for reminding each other. This is actually probably quite a safe place for us to go, and I suggest we walk around to the front and enter. Actually,
Nice gardens,
sorry.
though. Nice gardens.
Right, so actually, we want to get dressed up, but we know there's a revolution, so we don't want to be associated with King Gullop because then we'll get in a fight with the revolution guys. So
I think we need to talk what we want to do with Bavlorna, because thinking about it, what do we want from her? So the king is sending us to give her a book, right?
Yeah.
But what do we want from her? Like what's?
Yeah, I guess. Well,
she's a villain, right? She's the reason why everything's gone to hell here, right? She's the reason.
To turn them against each other.
Oh yeah, we wanted to turn the hags against each other. So I guess this is a good point, a good moment to
they already
discuss
hate each
some
other.
of our goals, right?
Yeah.
Is my core goal is to save Zybilna. No. Yes? Zybilna.
Right.
Yeah.
And Bavlorna is the one who kicked her out, right?
Yeah. Well, and her sisters.
Yeah. So, like, what do we want from her? Like, I'm not sure what we do. Like, we're doing only run for a king who just do it himself. Like,
yeah. Or do we all clip a clap?
Yeah.
For a man who
Also
records
with his
stories
head, right?
for a living.
Yeah. But also,
I suppose what you're used to doing is to say, you change the names of some people in this story. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I just
I
just make everything up, don't I? I don't actually. Yeah. So it's maybe more in character. Well, Clapperclaw said that he knew how to get us to thither.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe let's just go get in the airship, go over to thither, see what's going on there, and see if we can take out the hag there, and then we come back for Bavlorna. Because we don't know. We've only heard how powerful Bavlorna is, and all I can think of is if Agdon was serving her and he killed 4 of us.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder whether we actually just try and avoid Bavlorna and come back later, but then are we going to get attacked when we're in the balloon? But then if she doesn't know, if we haven't done anything wrong, she doesn't know about us. So actually,
Have we had a look at the book?
But what do we want?
In there?
Oh yeah, who's got the book?
Or just right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have the book.
We have a browse through.
Borges, can you read?
Yeah, I know.
You can read.
Giselle and I had a read through it last time.
Yeah. It's
it
just
was not
names, grudges, like nothing major. Like it's personal for her, but
it was just like small slights, wasn't it? Like
yeah.
So actually, maybe we don't want to speak to her at all right now until we're like, do you know what? We can. I don't know.
if she knows we've killed, if she knows that we've killed Acton, she gonna murder us, isn't she? I mean, she gonna.
Yeah.
How about what about if the play was we play all three sisters off against each other, saying that we will leave them.
They already
to their
hate each other,
realm
don't they?
if they? Yeah, exactly. So we're trying to get Who's the name of the person we're trying to? No.
Bavlorna.
No, Zybilna. We're trying to get Zybilna free again.
Yep.
We will leave you. We know that. I think she needs all three sisters together to like keep her trapped. Basically, we'll leave you as the only remaining sister if you help us, because you're obviously the strongest sister. If you help us, we'll leave you to your realm, but we'll get rid of the other two. How about that? And maybe try and play them off each other.
Is she gonna? Because that's a threat, right? We're basically saying we won't kill you.
Yeah.
Do we even have the capabilities of killing her?
Well, she doesn't know that Rikito died several times to Agdon. And we do. I mean, we've taken out some people here. You know, I think we have more power than we're maybe giving ourselves credit for. I have this thimble that we don't know what it does. I'm just saying, I'm feeling pretty.
We've really leveled up now. Yeah.
Yeah. A thimble of power. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Darn, I was going to ask Clapperclaw. Clapperclaw's gone mute. What's that? Clapperclaw, what would you say our chances are? Not for sharing it. Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Clapperclaw, if we were to roll a dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine something called hit points. Yeah.
Imagine I can only cast 3 spells.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And I've already cast them all.
What should I do?
Yeah.
I think like Bavlorna, apparently everybody said that she was making copies of herself. So if we go into a fight with her, it's going to be a fight against lots of targets.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Shoot. Yeah.
I think we've got to speak to her just to get a bit more of a lay of the land. Maybe we don't put all our cards on the table. But yeah, we just say what's happened. We were attacked by Agdon, and maybe we could. I think because this King Gullop is in her bad book. We could put to take King Gullop out for her. See what she's kind of like. If she is actually strong.
Did we say we were going to like start the rebellion, even though it was nothing to do with us, but we just knew about it?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, so if we go in here, we get changed, all presentable for Bavlorna.
Yeah.
We just go and simply talk to her and just say, look, King Gullop gave us this book. It's quite suspicious that he even has it. So we don't think he's a good ruler. Okay, and we can basically like do her that favor. Okay, and then we can just kind of find out a bit more information about her sisters. Then we get the balloon, go to thither, Rikito.
Yeah.
Tick your thing off the list.
Yeah.
And we're moving. What are we all happy with that?
I'm happy with
Okay,
that.
just one thing though.
Yeah.
If she knows we've killed Agdon,
I think
we're walking into a fight if that's the case.
I think we can play it off as he attacked us. We are strong beings from another realm, and we didn't take kindly to being attacked, but we don't offer any challenge to your rule.
We could be like, we left a lot of the Heron alive.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
A new leader. Yeah, he wasn't even a good leader.
Yeah. So it was really only the ones who. Yeah. So we might be able to.
Yeah, I think we just got to get some intel from her as well. Like, I feel like we're going to get more information from her than anyone else in this realm. Yeah.
And then basically we can use her information to go take out the other 2.
Yeah.
And then, those are huge, mission accomplishments. Easily.
You know what I've noticed as well? I would say, Kidlap, you are the stealthiest person I have ever met. At least, what is that? At least a +5 on stealth. I mean, very try to put this in numeric form. And maybe you could even do some snooping while we're in there.
I mean, I think it's best if I don't, because I think if someone's told Bavlorna about all of this, I think my name or like what I look like is going to come up. So I think it's best if I don't.
What we could
stand
do,
in front.
yeah. What we could do is, because Kidlat and Giselle are both super stealthy, we could kind of have them stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what?
And actually, why though? We're not going in for a fight. We're just going in as a group and like.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe it's not a bad idea. Like if you three go and talk to her, and Kidlat and I stay outside, try to see what happens.
Sure.
But the question if she's magical, if she suspects us, or
Yeah. But you could still stealth away from her. You could possibly hide from her magic. So, what we're saying, let's go into this palace. Let's get our gear. Let's try and be. We know that Bavlorna gets slighted like no one's business. So let's just try and be ultra professional. We'll ask the people who are addressing us like what the etiquette is and all of that. Then we'll just go towards say that we're going to start this rebellion about King Gullop because he's took this book from you. Maybe try and get from my sister, and then we fucking get in the hot air balloon and whiz off. Yeah. All agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that could be our fee. Is the hot air balloon?
Yeah. Yeah. Good shout.
Yeah. Not just the goodness of our heart.
I make my way round to the front of the tree.
One last thing. So, during our trip, thanks to Borges, you gathered some plants, and there was one flower or something that we could eat. If two persons eat them, they can speak to each other theoretically.
Yeah, I think I have one left. I think
have
it's
one left.
the
Okay,
least.
good.
I think so. Yeah.
And then
Because if
I've
we
got
split
the other side.
if we split as a group, it would be good to still keep some communication, or
Yeah.
just in case we cannot see you or something. I don't know.
I'm fairly certain I picked up 3 things. 2 of them were that minty tasting leaf. Fairly sure.
Yeah.
I think you gave one to someone, didn't you?
Yeah. You gave one as
You have one
2.
left because we used one. So if you wanted to use it, I can give one of my 2 that I have left to someone who's outside. So if he wants it.
If you think it's worth it, I don't know.
If Rukito, I feel like you might be clearer for explaining things that are happening. Would you like to be a telepathic link rather than
because I'm probably going to be the one talking, right?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be good if I'm talking and also trying to. Like,
and if Kidlat, you only take the other one, and
I have. Well, I don't know if it's worth it, but I do have the psychic whispers action where I can speak telepathically to 2 creatures. I can see, and then afterwards, they have to be within 1 mile, which is.
But they cannot reply to you, so it's a one-way. It's a one-way thing.
Both
ways.
It's fine.
We could save that because actually because the flowers are going to be more like a plan, whereas that one can be shit, and you can cut. So maybe we save that one.
Yeah.
Okay. And we try the flowers. Yeah.
Because I need to use my dice for this, so it's. I don't know. We've got the flowers, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so for now, let's go get dressed. I'm going to start heading around.
Let me know what your passive perceptions are, just while you've been talking. Okay.
Mine is 13.
Same.
15.
Oh no, wait, hang on.
Wait, where do I look for this?
Passive perception, 13.
Oh yeah,
okay,
13
cool.
as well.
Yeah, Giselle, it's fine. You just kind of notice you've got Clapperclaw there, and he's kind of like this little thing, kind of sort of. If you could think of a thing looking nonchalantly interested, obviously he's kind of like not right in the middle of your group, but as you've been discussing some of these things, you kind of glance down and you just realise he's probably heard what you've been saying, but he's not looking like like he's about to run away or anything, but just like how somebody might be looking like they're pretending they're not really listening, but they've clearly been listening. Giselle. So nobody else.
Who's noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
well, me.
Coco,
no,
you're right.
Just admiring the miss?
No, you just look funny. Like when we are talking about what we're gonna do, you just look like you look strange.
Kind of sort of looks side to side. Goes, no. I'm all for what the plan is. I mean, I didn't really hear much, obviously. I mean, apart from ringing the Bavlorna, killing the sisters, going from one place to another, coming
you heard
back,
all of it. Yeah, so
dressing up. No, I didn't really hear anything at all. But no, I mean, if you can help me, then I'm very happy to help you. I mean, if you do go to Bavlorna, maybe she's got what I need in her place too. I don't know. Agdon used to bring gifts to her, didn't he? I don't know if they're important enough. They're important to me.
Your antlers weren't.
I did hear maybe that the big cat lady and maybe the big rabbit man might be going off and having a little explore. So maybe if they do, we might find my antlers, perhaps.
Flapperclaw, I believe you're setting us on a side quest.
Well, I'd like to think you'd already
Then he can
been
help us find the
on
door
a side
here.
quest because I did say I was going to help you.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Flapperclaw, do you think a plan for keeping you safe is if you can just you were quite openly walking around, so do you think you could just kind of maybe hang out around the hot air balloon that we were planning to take off, just so that you don't get left behind or lost or anything like that? And also you might be able to convince the whoever the prisoner was that we released, you might be able to convince them to wait an extra 10 minutes if we're running a bit late.
Of course.
What do you reckon?
That's not a good idea. That's not a bad idea, sorry. It's a good idea. Sorry. Slip of the whatever I have for a tongue. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can show you the rest of Downfall as well if you're interested. But, I mean, it sounds like you have a plan, so don't let me interrupt. I'm just a scarecrow.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're on a bit of a time limit just because we accidentally released this prisoner.
Yeah, we can move on, I think.
Maybe I could sit in there and pretend to be her.
I smile sheepishly.
Yeah.
Can you pilot a hot air
Sit in
balloon?
the and pretend to be Morgort.
No, we're just in the jail.
No,
the jail.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
How well can you pretend? Would you like me to disguise yourself as a
As a bullywog?
As a bullywog.
I mean, obviously, I
Bullywog.
can't really disguise myself. I'm quite distinctive and quite short.
Bullywog.
Did you say you could disguise me?
Well, just how I've disguised you as a reindeer.
I can probably convince them that it's,
What are we going to do about the...
that I'm her. No problem. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
But there's a big hole.
There's a big hole, and then we'd have to come back. Rikito, you've put a lot of stress on us,
And I thought I was helping.
Oh, you did help. It was just, yeah.
You have too much. That's all.
Yeah.
My bad.
poor Akito. He
like kick the
He's
dirt
got
underneath.
half the beer he had.
Oh, bless.
Yes.
Flapperclaw,
Sorry, I'm heavy-footed.
any clue at what we will be looking for? If what you need?
I mean, it's many rooms. I've only ever been into the very first part of it. I've never explored, but she's got a lot of rooms in there. She must keep stuff somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep a lookout for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe actually you two go on that mission.
Yeah.
We get information from Bavlorna. Try and
keep her busy, distract her, and then we'll
Create
go
this
search the rooms.
performance that we're betraying King Gollop and helping her
And
out.
if you get attacked, you scream and we come. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, we don't even need to scream. Rakito will scream telepathically.
Yes. Good.
It's just me.
Like, please, I'm the only fighter here, and I have a biologist and a singer.
I'll ask Claw. You did mention you could show us around more things in Downfall. Is there anything that you'd say would be extremely important for us to take from Downfall? From what you've seen that we haven't seen yet.
Have a look at the place. I mean,
Yeah.
There's more. What I'm saying is there's more to it. There's a big Barkless. There's a great big tree on the other side, and what else is? Did some of the bullywug huts? Some of the places where they stay. Did you talk about a revolution? Only because most of the others live on the south side of the lake there, just across the water, just behind the sinking palace. So if you wanted to find out more, then I suspect that's where it would be. But I don't know for sure.
Okay.
Again, I'm just concerned about this time limit we have on our balloon pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got to
Or
start
am I
the
making this
revolution
up? There was
and balloon.
definitely a time. She was definitely saying if at some point she's just going to leave, or is she always going to wait? For us?
She'll wait for us, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's going to wait for us, but it's more about her being discovered. No, she's hiding.
So we need to get a
currently.
move on. We need to get a move on.
Yeah.
Everybody just
where to redeposit Clapperclaw?
Deposit. Is that a joke because he's got money in his head?
I was going to say make it like a group intelligence check. Just have a think about timings here, because a lot of this conversation will have been in real time. I think you've had a conversation in real time, which is about 10 minutes in total. You probably you've spent not much longer than 10 or 15 minutes with Trinket and Bauble and what's the faces. Let's just see what you come up with. Okay, so far so good. Yeah. 17. Perfect. Okay, so there's more than more. That's a group check. You kind of between you probably figure that Morgott's got to be stealthy. She's got to swim. Okay, she's a bullywog, so she can swim pretty well, but nonetheless, she's got to take her time. It's from the distance you've walked around the lake. It's not an insignificant distance to swim stealthily. So. No, it's not nighttime. Well, it's permanent twilight. Is it nighttime? But it's very gloomy. But there's not a lot of light.
Okay.
So it's very gloomy and very damp and soggy. But yeah, so all I think I'm saying there from a group check point of view, you probably realise that if she's getting towards the balloon and she's going to hide it, she may not be there even by now, but probably wouldn't be that much longer. Right. You'd estimate.
Okay.
We're thinking then.
Yeah, maybe we just leave Clapperclaw outside the castle if he's not an immediate threat to anyone here. We try and pick him up once we've got our gear so that he can point us towards Bavlorna. I don't think this bit's going to take very long. We just get our stuff, pick up Clapperclaw again, then go to Bavlorna.
Yeah.
Not go to Bavlorna. We need to start the revolution. Do we start the revolution before we go to Bavlorna or after?
After.
Yeah.
Or it's happening anyway, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to happen anyway. We just pretend. We're just taking credit for it. Cool.
So actually, do we even need to put clothes on?
I think
you guys.
We still need to talk to her, don't we?
Yeah. To be received by Bavlorna. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to because we're gonna sneak around, but you guys definitely need to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna stay.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and head round to the front of this.
These are branches, not roots. Yeah, so they're way above your head. Yeah,
or are they
so
branches?
you're gonna walk underneath them, and the building is built around the trunk of the tree. Yeah, so we're going to take a break in a second. Right. Yeah.
I stop here.
So as you walk around, you can see.
I guess. All right. Wise walks up.
Palace is a very grand name. You get the impression here that Bullywugs are fairly delusional in their idea of what a kingdom is. At best you could call it a kind of a ramshackle hall. It's clearly built around a very big tree. Two of the tree's limbs, which you have seen and walked under, kind of reach out through the walls, almost like enormous welcoming arms. Outside, there is a couple of sentries, accompanied by a large crocodile. Let's take a break there, and we'll come back and see what you make of that. Okay.
Yeah.
You approach. I think, is everyone back? I think everyone's back. Rue? Yes, good. Okay. That's all right.
Yes.
There you go. Perfect. Hey, back in front of your crazy digital screens. Yeah. Yeah. As you walk around underneath this very big branch, you see a couple of bullywugs there, and you hear this low kind of. As you walk up, and there's a very large crocodile doing a very deep kind of. Not really. I don't know if they growl, but whatever that very low noise is they would make when they're in the water. You must wait there.
Yeah. As I pass by, I'd like to so pet it again and say "laters gators," and then move on through.
Okay, yeah. Fortunately, he doesn't know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. Otherwise, he might take offence at that. But
nor do I.
Okay, nice one. Okay, so yeah, perfect.
I like that there's just an arrow saying, like, I didn't see this arrow.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the way up. I think that what they're saying is basically you walk up a kind of a rickety, slimy staircase, and as you walk in, this room is a pretty big room. Don't forget, each square here is 10-foot square, so it's a fair way across. It's roomy. There's an open floor plan that allows the occupants of the upper story to look out over the lower one, because you can see that there is no wall to the south side here. It's open to the elements. There's several, about 8 in this room here, 4 or 5 that you can see in this area here of the courtiers, dressed very similarly to the ones who were hanging out with the king. It's a lot of guttural croaking and a word in Sylvan that's coming out that, as you understand, they're just talking about, well, it seems to be very nonsense and very, very, what's the word? Not deep. It's all sort of matters of court and gossip. Casual. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, casual, gossipy, but all eyes turn to you as this extraordinary looking bunch of people walk in.
Do I pick up anything about revolution from that? Can I hear any plans being made, gossip that sounds like it's maybe got a bit of a turn in it or something like that?
No, thinking about it, you might be surprised to hear talk of revolution here in the Stinking Palace itself. Well, I mean, as you say, palace is a very grand word for this. Basically 3 or 4 room place, but no, you don't hear anything of that nature.
Okay,
just from what you picked up, But the conversation almost stops. Many of them stand up and kind of bow to you and say, actually, most of them in common. Welcome, honoured guests of King Gullop the 19th. I assume.
Assumed correctly. Welcome. To the Funky Bunch.
The Funky Bunch. The Funky Bunch.
Bluff, the Moss Crown Knight here, at your service.
Goodness me. Fantastic name. I'll write that down.
Thank you, sir. And another person, Owlgluth as well. Also, the Moss Crown, one of the Moss Crown Knights. Of the Order of the Knights, yes.
very nice to meet you. We've come to get well dressed as we have a meeting with Bavlorna that King Gullop has requested from us. Take it, sir.
No, that's fine. Thank you. It's a good one. You should get some for yourself as well. Yeah, you want to go and see Splop? Go and see Splop in the room over there. Yes, just to your right, just down here. He says, trying to click. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you, good sir. I just head on down to Splop.
Okay.
Splop. Hey, Splop. We've been told you're the man for the Bavlorna drip.
Lady, yes. But yes, I can help you.
Yeah, I said you're the woman. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't speak a lot of common very often.
No problem.
But yes, you want an audience. As King Gullop sent you to me, of course he would do. I am the finest clothier. We have a number of things in these chests here that will be suitable attire for an audience with her greatness, Bavlorna. Yes, please come in. How many of you are there?
There's at least 4 more people. Forgotten.
You've forgotten how many in your party. I think this acquaintance thing is not worn off yet either. So yeah.
I think Borges is still with us. Is he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait,
that big fella.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
All right. Playing with Rukito's hair.
I think in your handouts you've seen the kind of clothing that that you might wear. There were some handouts, weren't there? I think you had. Do you have one of?
I feel like I've seen them.
Bollywood.
Yeah, we did because they had the Jacobean rough thing, didn't they?
Yes. Oh yeah. No, that's a fighty Bollywood. Yeah. That's what they might look like if they were just. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, you look through, and very soon you're kitted out. Just describe how you've been attired.
I have white flats on. I have white tights on. I have a white. What's the ballerina thing called?
Tutu.
A white tutu. With a white, almost like the marching band like jacket.
Yes.
Yeah, so a white marching band jacket with a white Jacobean ruff.
Very in sync.
And I have a white hat, like a big hat, but with a blue feather coming out the top.
I think
what you did notice is that everything you're picking up is ever so slightly damp, and the white is a little off-white, but nonetheless, yeah, it's it's a look.
Lovely.
I'm actually quite chuffed with how I'm kind of walking around like this and all that.
Splop admiringly looks. Yes, yeah, no. What wonderful, bold choice, all white in the swamp. But no, I like it. I like somebody with some style. We need more of that around here. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What about the rest of you?
So because we're not really we didn't tell them that we're not going to be going in, but I've gone for the minimalist style, and I've just asked for a single ribbon. But now that you've mentioned that it's quite damp, like it doesn't stand up. So it's kind of just like flat on my head.
Just a saggy ribbon.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm there like trying to like dry it by shaking a bit, but I'm happy with that.
That's brilliant. Look, I can't tempt you with a ruff. It would go beautifully with your fur. No,
thank you. Unless you have like a smaller one, not too.
Of course, yes. I'm sure we could find a smaller ruff. It would go beautifully around. She rummages around and brings out a sort of a greeny brown sort of lacy ruff, but again, quite damp. Not as fluffed up as you might hope, but she hands it to you, looking very pleased. I mean, I respect the minimalist look, of course, and it does allow you to move more freely, perhaps. You know, each to their own, of course.
Okay. Do you think it would look good on me, since you are the expert in this?
Of course, it would look good.
Okay.
On
So
yes, please. I
allow her to clothe me.
Reaches up and fastens. I have no idea how a ruff. I've never worn a ruff in my life. I have no idea how you would even fasten.
I know.
They're pretty rough.
I don't think Headlat knows what like a cone of shame is, but that's kind of like how I feel. So I ask her to please remove it. I'm gonna stay with the ribbon.
She looks a little sort of hurt, but she turns quickly to the others there, and turns to Rikito, Borges, and Giselle, who you'll presumably be rummaging through the various clothing that's there.
So personally, I also want to be able to move freely, so I'm just going to take one item, and I found the same. I don't know if you call them those very white puffy thing you wear around the neck, you know, like flat and round.
Yeah,
that's the same one the same one that the king is wearing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I want to wear. I'll make sure that it doesn't get in my way too much.
Okay, yeah. So it sits up under your chin.
It's big and round and fluffy, puffy.
But you just couldn't help yourself. You saw it.
Yeah, it looked very nice.
I look over at Giselle, and I kind of point to my Jacobean ruff, and I'm like, good choice. You don't want the tights though.
No, you don't want the tights.
Not great. I will be having tights. The very stout, short man then has black tights.
It'll be like up to your chest.
The good thing is that you don't have to take your armor off to put it on. If you don't want to. I mean, you can obviously take your armor off and leave it here, or I guess carry it with you. But
wear it
with the top.
Put it all on top. A red tunic and a pair of black tights and brown shoes.
Nice.
Over your armor.
Yeah, I try and fit a ruff, and it's like, hello.
Do you tuck your beard over the ruff or behind the
ruff? Over. Like
over.
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. She just goes. Okay. Well, always good to be ready for anything, I suppose. Yes, absolutely. And then she turns to Boaz. Oh, you're quite tall. I'm sure we can find something for you. What would you fancy?
Do you have any brown pants? Brown trousers would go well.
You do.
I'm very keen on brown trousers.
Brown trousers.
Brown
is the colour of royalty here. Yes, absolutely. Of course, we have brown. Yes.
As much brown as possible, please.
Oh well, I can outfit you entirely in brown.
Yep, that would be. You have no idea how good that would be.
Brown tights, brown shoes, brown tunic, brown ruff, brown hat. Does that sound good?
Wonderful.
Okay.
Borges puts the ruff is the thing. Borges puts the ruff around his waist, I believe. Thinks it's a belt. He's a bit confused.
It doesn't quite. You're trying to put it. It won't go all the way round. It's because you've seen the tutu, which is in all honesty an oversized ruff that Zygin's wearing, but you're a lot bigger than Zygin. It won't really go all the way around. She goes, oh no. It goes around your neck, my dear.
Oh, pops it over his neck.
Right up to you, all the way up, to sort of help you fasten it. It's quite ornately done. It's all brown. It's not just like plain, brown. No features, no stitching or anything. It's got some stitching. It's got some nice buttons on it and things like that. But it is all brown.
I say it's truly a relief to be wearing this amount of brown.
I think you all, most of you, nearly all of you, look ready for an audience with royalty for sure.
A curtsy.
I bow.
Yes.
Yeah.
She bows and curtsies.
I'm trying to say thank you, but I do have a mouthful of beard.
Yes, it is. It's brought up underneath there. Once again, Giselle, with you, you're kind of as you've been looking around, and in fact, anyone you probably noticed also there is a window in this area that you can kind of see out just in this southeastern corner here, and from that window, it looks to be a rope extending out. And as you've been getting dressed and kind of peering out, you notice the rope almost looks like a very thick clothesline. There's kind of all sort of garments frayed and patchworks draped over it, heading off into the mist. In what appears to be towards the middle of the lake.
Where's that going?
Oh, that? Yes, that goes over to the cottage. Bavlorna's cottage, yes.
Oh, really? How far is it on that rope?
Several of them around from the islands off. It's just where nothing really dries here, but they've just been there forever.
Idlat, what do you think?
Yeah.
I start talking
comes
to.
over to you as you're all peering at the rope, and she goes, It is an interesting rope, isn't it? Yes.
I talk to I try and move the stylist away from where Giselle and Kidlat are openly talking about what they think of this rope. And I try and go, you know what, I would really quite appreciate a cape actually, if you can, and I'm just trying to pull her away so these two can have a conversation. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So her eyes light up and she goes, yes. Perhaps a splash of colour instead of another white cape. What do you think?
Would you mind watching me try?
Of course, no. I shall find them and help you fit them.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Let's go.
And so she kind of walks off with you and leaves you two to. How are you going to talk?
Whispering.
The
moment that I hear that it leads to Bavlorna's cottage, I want to go. So I tell Giselle, would you like to come with me?
Yeah. Okay. How high is it?
It's about it starts off sort of 10 or so feet above the lake where you are now, and then it looks like it kind of rises up. You can't see where it ends. It just goes into the mist.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna stealth this because I'm gonna so the stylist doesn't see.
Before you go, can I slip you a piece of mint?
Yes.
What?
The mint for the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I slip you my piece of mint. So I'm slipping Kidlat the mint that I picked up earlier in the forest.
Yeah, I take it and eat.
Brilliant.
Right. Okay. You can hear. She's saying, "No. How about this one?" She's saying to Zygon.
I put it on. And I try and do a super extravagant spin and try and get the cape to kind of encapsulate the two of us over it. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, you do that, and you are making a big distraction. She clearly likes this whole sort of the importance of being the person who is in charge of the wardrobe of the court. So no, and she loves somebody clearly who is getting into it. So, Kidlat, so make a stealth check, please, to climb out of the window quietly, and start to climb across this rope. Okay, nice. So you can put yourself out into the first. So you kind of hop out. How are you going to go up the rope?
Like a tightrope.
You're going to walk.
But then I realise that's silly, so then I kind of like just cling to it.
Okay. All fours, like an actual cat.
Yeah.
Like an actual, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like Zygon's like kind of influenced me on being a bit more flamboyant, but then I realised like that's not me. So I kind of
So you're out over the water, and you suddenly get a little bit of that.
Yeah,
like, no, I definitely don't want to fall into that. Yeah. On any other day, you'd walk that across that, but okay, fine.
Yeah.
So what we're going to say is actually, as you go across the thing, we're going to make you do a couple of. One, you can use either acrobatics or athletics to make the climbing, and we're going to combine that with a stealth. So if you do also an acrobatics or whichever you want.
Acrobatics.
I'm following along. Yeah, so as soon as she starts moving on the rope,
Okay.
And sorry. Also, has Kidlat now got the telepathic link with Boarhead?
Yeah.
I say hi.
No, I haven't eaten it yet.
Oh, you haven't. I say hi and I don't get a reply, so I'm like, this is
Eating Boarhead.
when I first joined.
Splop says, eat what?
Just sorry, I was just thinking. I was thinking maybe you and I should go out for dinner after this.
Okay, so Giselle, so you two also, Kidlat and Giselle, make a acrobatics check or whatever it is, acrobatics or athletics.
I'm gonna go with with my hand.
Yep.
I'm laying down with my hand and my feet, and I'm like,
Okay.
See what I mean?
Okay. Yep. Zygon, make a what is it going to do? A persuasion check or something? Or what's something like charismatic?
I would like to say this is a performance because I'm trying to.
That's fine. Yeah, do a performance check. Yeah. Oh,
You just nail it every time.
No, you've got her attention for sure, and the way everybody else is doing. So Boarhead and Rukito, you see both Giselle and Kidlat hop out of the window. There's a quick conversation, and suddenly they're gone. They're out the window.
Quick decision making.
Yeah, I like that.
What are you two doing at this point?
It's like, and I eat the mint. I eat the other bit of mint.
Okay, perfect.
Just gobbles it down.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Giselle, if you just put yourself just behind Kidlat, then if you're.
Oh yeah, sorry, completely.
So Kidlat, you feel the rope kind of wobble and kind of bounce a bit as Giselle gets onto it. Can you two tell me how much you weigh, please?
Where can you find that?
Where is that?
There should be under equipment. There may be an overall weight thing on your character sheet, and somewhere in the inventory. It may not have worked it out, but
it's in the description for me.
£3.
She's carrying £3.
I know.
Yeah.
My thing is saying an encumbered 7 pound carrying, but
yeah. But you're actually as individuals. You may need to look on your character sheets. Just
might be under description.
It is under description.
My weight hasn't been set.
Okay, have a look while I'm talking to Rukito and Boarhead. Have a quick look in the player's handbook under the tabaxi, and I think it gives a rough kind of weight.
Average.
Pick up an average kind of weight.
200 to 250 pounds.
Okay. And once we've got Giselle, you can let me that.
That's humongous.
Well, she's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm 150.
150 encumbered with your armor on.
It just says weight. I don't know what my armor is. Hang on, I can check that.
As a kid goes off into this and goes, Jesus Christ, she is ripped. Oh my god! Bloody hell! I've never quite noticed.
But Boarhead has he's just eating the mint, so he's just telepathically.
Like you're getting all of this, definitely.
I send over. What's your workout program? I got to get your diet after all this because holy macaroni! Is it macaroni? Is that what it is? I don't know.
Macaroni. £294 total.
I say thank you, but then I don't tell them.
Okay. Giselle, let me know when you've got your bit.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the. Hold on, I'm just on it.
So, Rukito and Borges, what are you doing while all this is going on? So, Borges has just eaten the mint, and there's just suddenly his thoughts are flying towards
I'm very aware that this ruff is quite irritating to put the beard up this way. So I try and then stuff the beard back down so I can at least talk to people sensibly, even though that it might be a little bit uncomfortable. And then...
Nice.
I wanted to know if... Because I'm also very aware that although that I'm wearing my armor underneath, it is quite damp. And I wondered if Borges had some form of warm air to dry it off for me.
Yeah, I can do that for you, my friend. I'll just pepper him with druidcraft. Tiny puffs of air. But I'm also... Oh, sorry, go for it. I want to take the thimble out of my pocket. I just don't believe it's just the thimble, so I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I can't even get my finger in it. I'm just gonna rub it on whatever's not fitting Rukito very well. So I just feel like the thimble's got more to it than meets the eye.
So you, with one hand, you're kind of waving, and the other bullywugs in the room are starting to look at this kind of this strange thing going on here. So there's little puffs of air sort of wafting over Rukito, as you're kind of just waving your hand, kind of. Poof, I don't know how it would go, but it would be something like that. Yeah. But at the same time, you get this little thimble out and you start rubbing it over the clothing as well, whilst you're doing this kind of woof, woof thing. Okay, no, you're providing a fairly good distraction at this point, I would say. There's a lot of you see lots of those turning to them, and few walk in from the other side as well. And they're kind of leaning towards each other. You can see them kind of going muttering to each other. You can't hear a word they're saying, but there's a lot of strange stares and sort of grins and chuckles and shaking of the head and all sorts of you're creating a nice distraction. Okay, let us go back to the rope at this point. Zygon is basically getting a date with Splop and continuing to try on ropes. I can't see Giselle anymore. Where's Giselle? Are you basically
on top of Kidlat, probably?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm on the top.
Yeah, Kidlat's on the top and Giselle's on the
Okay.
It's got on your shoulders.
As you are both going out there, so the rope is damp and it's creaking. So Giselle, any idea how much you weigh? I'm going to say I would say
90 pounds, I'm guessing. Just a bit less than the average human.
Wow. Okay. So, but between you, you've got a combined weight of at least 290 pounds. Yeah. If we're going to talk in American, as this whole game is centered around American Imperial. Okay. So you start climbing out across there. Let's have another athletics and stealth check. I mean, the mist starts to cover around you. You are working your way into the mist a bit more. So yeah.
So acrobatics, you mean?
Yeah, acrobatics, whatever your chosen thing is.
Okay, right. Oh my god, I thought that was a 1.
Oh.
I thought... Okay, right.
Acrobatics.
Oh
dear.
And stairs, sorry, I didn't do stairs.
Let's wait with tension. So we've got a 14 stealth and an 8 acrobatics, a 14 acrobatics, and a 23 stealth. So you're still being very quiet. But suddenly the rope snaps, and you plummet into the lake.
Oh!
You can't help but let out a little cry, Kidlat, as the rope breaks and into the water. Into the water you go. Okay.
Do we hear the splash?
You hear a cry and a splash, and Splop looks around as well. He goes, "Oh my goodness!
I look over at Rue and Borges, like, I can go help him, and I announce to the whole room. I say, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to test my performance that I'm about to perform for Brazil. But whatever her name is, what's her name? Belugia? What's her name?
Bavlorna.
We've just lost George, by the way. Oh no, we've just lost Rue. Oh no, Rue's
Bavlorna.
Bavlorna, that's
Bavlorna.
Rue didn't want to deal with it.
Oh.
Please allow me to perform. Test this performance with you with this nice blue cape that Splot and I have just chosen, and please give me your full attention, as this will be for our great leader Bavlorna. And I whip my loot out.
Okay, so I'm going to make you do a performance check to counter her hearing the splash and the cry. So I rolled a 16. You rolled a 21. Okay. She kind of looks. She hears it, but you look back and you start talking very, very quickly. You instantly react to this noise. Kidlat and Borges you are connected. Borges, in your mind, you hear this. Like, I don't know. What would you say as you're falling, Kidlat?
Like I'm screaming, and we've fallen. And it's just like, I don't like this because like I'm wet.
Oh yeah.
But I'm still clinging to the rope. Like I'd like to say, like I'm not.
Okay, make a dexterity check to continue clinging to the rope as you fall. And what are you doing?
Yeah, do the same.
You're behind. Yeah. Okay, well you both make a dexterity check. Let's just see, because you'll be holding on to, well, possibly the same bit of rope or possibly different bits of rope. One going back towards the thing. So you've gone out a little bit further than that. I'm going to move you.
Crit.
Crit what? Oh, 20. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
You've just done like a George of the Jungle thing.
Oh, look at you both.
23.
Yeah,
that tree.
Which side are we holding on to?
You are holding on to the side that leads you to Bavlorna's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Not back to the thing. You are now both soaking wet. The water is quite deep here. You can't touch the floor here. Just give me 1 second.
Well, we're still putting on the rope, I'm guessing, right?
Oh, you're holding on to the rope, but the rope is extending a long, long way into the mist here as well. So, yeah. Okay. You hear a sound rushing through the water. Splashes, quick movement, and something comes at you.
Can I telepathically ask?
Through the water.
Do you need help? I'll ask that too.
Two things come at you through the water.
Oh my god!
You two roll initiative.
Wow.
Oh my guys.
Look at the size of those motherlickers.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's good initiative.
Yeah.
But you are in the water.
Yeah.
Shit.
But you are holding onto the rope, so I will allow you to kind of hold onto the rope and kind of use it as a small way of sort of stabilizing yourself. It's not taut, but it gives you some buoyancy, perhaps. Okay, we need to. Sorry, guys.
Oh no.
I just need to get some better music going here.
Yeah.
I am still trying to keep everyone distracted.
Yep.
So the song I was going to be singing, was Dearest Bavlorna, as we come and kneel before you, my friends Borges and Rakito unfortunately have to go.
Yep, we go to the window. To the window! Ah.
To cast some spells and jump out and fight, as I sit here in your glorious light. Oh, dearest Bavlorna, please turn around, and I'm trying to get everyone to, because I need them to act like I'm singing to Bavlorna, so when I say turn around, I hope that everyone in this room faces away from the window.
Yep. Okay, make a performance check on that as well. So I'm just looking up some rules here.
Fuck.
That fish is even more richer than Kidlat. Good God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 16. Okay. All right. Well, it's good enough at the moment. That you've got between Borges and Rakito have rushed past you though into the back room, where it was. You're obviously dressed in this white finery, and what colour cape did you end up with?
Blue.
Blue. Nice. Okay. So this is going on. We are going to. What I will probably do is I will give everybody an action, even though we won't. You're not kind of on initiative if you're not in combat. But remind me once these guys have gone, we'll come back to you to see what you're doing in that kind of 6-second period. Okay.
Yeah.
So, as he's told you to, Rakito and Borges, have you kind of rushed out to the window? Well, yeah, Borges, you've got mental action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Killer, I'll allow you to say something in addition to. Just make a quick something to Borges.
So I say we've fallen. There are two massive, I don't know what here. I do see a platform on the side, and
oh jeez.
Oh my god.
Help, come quick, fight.
Yes, help. Basically, we've fallen, help.
Help.
Two enemies.
Fight,
two big enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kidlat, these things are coming at you. They have they're not actually carrying. Oh no, sorry, they have. They've got a weapon, and they've got very nasty looking teeth, and also claws at the end of their webbed hands. These things are sort of swimming, snaking through the water towards you. You and Giselle are right next to each other, holding onto this bit of rope, which is providing minimal kind of stability.
Did Kidlat not get anything from having a crit on the decks?
She held onto the rope.
So she just held onto the rope the same as Giselle.
Yeah.
There was no little pull forward, swing in, or Legolas.
The rope was really saggy. It just you dropped straight down. It was not taut enough to swing you. At best, you would have swung maybe 5 feet, but you were together. So yeah, I guess what you did was you saved yourself from going massively underwater. But you don't like water anyway, so this is not good for you.
So I can't.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I'm thinking of would dash swimming is that a thing? Or
so you can move
because I can see.
Holding onto the rope.
Yeah, I'm guessing I can see the land or that platform to the right.
You can swim back towards where you were. Let's see. I'm just looking up the swimming rules. I think
this part.
Climbing, swimming, crawling. Each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. So basically 2 foot when you're climbing, swimming, or crawling. So basically, you can move half your distance with a swim.
You could dash 30 feet.
Yeah.
Not 60 feet.
Yeah.
How far away is that? Let me.
He's a 10-foot square, so you probably come about
So 25. Yeah. So I can I dash there to land?
You could swim hard there. Yeah, but it will. So that's fine. It's going to get an attack of opportunity against you because it's right up in your face. But that's fine.
If you hold on, because she needs to look at her rogue stuff.
Yep.
There's.
Do you not have a disengage or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a disengage. Yeah. What? I don't understand what a disengage.
You use your bonus action to disengage, and then.
But you can't then dash.
No, but you could then swim.
I don't understand.
Unless the dash will get you straight to the. If it gets you to the land, I guess you just.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. What?
Okay, so it will have an attack at you. So it. What's it gonna do? Yeah, it. As you turn and you let go of the rope and start to swim away, the harpoon comes flying at you. What's your arm class?
13.
Okay, it's. Oh my god, what's going on with this? I have to turn this off night mode. That's horrendous. Okay, 20. So that hits you.
Yeah.
So you take. 13 points of damage, piercing damage. And can you make a strength, just a strength throw? Not a strength saving throw, just an ability check. So click on your strength. Okay, so it rolled 23 and you rolled 14. So it's the harpoon that's hit you has actually got a rope on it, and it strikes you, and you feel yourself being pulled back towards the mirror. So you cannot move. So you kind of swim away. You start swimming away, and you get pulled all the way back in after you get hit with this harpoon, which really hurts. Okay.
Or has.
I'm afraid that's the.
Yeah.
So you did. What did you do? Did you disengage? No, you just tried to dash, didn't you? So that was your full action. You have got still a bonus.
Yeah.
Action. Or no, because you took full movement, didn't you? And not a bonus action to dash.
Yeah. So.
Wait. So can she now use a bonus action to disengage?
Yeah, except you are
harpooned.
No, you're harpooned, but it doesn't say you're grappled.
Yeah.
So you could. Disengage. Yeah.
I disengage. That's interesting.
Or you try and hide from them.
But how do I hide?
You just go under the water.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, I hide.
I don't know.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hide by literally.
Where?
You disengage.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Disengage.
Okay, so you try and disengage, but all that will do is just allow you to move. Well, it would allow you to move without being attacked. Yeah. But you've already tried your full movement. But that's fine. Okay. Yeah. In fact, they would have both had a go at you, wouldn't they? Let's try this next one as well. That one would have got a 19 as well to hit you. The other one. That's a hit, isn't it? 19.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you take another 13 points of damage.
Dead.
I'm dead.
Doesn't Giselle have a move in between?
No, because what happens is Kidnap tried to go. She just tried to go. So if you just try and go, they get an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
So because they're both within range of Kidlap, they both go. So you're unconscious, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm underwater, so.
But you've got that crit surely on the rope. You've really grabbed the rope.
No, you let go of the rope.
We moved out now.
God. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Giselle, Rukito and Borges, you haven't seen this yet, and
I've seen that, right?
Borges, Giselle sees it, but Borges, it goes very quiet in your mind suddenly. You hear this like,
that's terrible.
And it's gone quiet. It's now the Mero's turn. Okay, well, they will turn, and this one here is going to try and attack you, Giselle, with a bite. It's going to come at you with its mouth because it's just got the harpoon at you. What's your armor class, please?
17.
Okay, the first one is a 12, that misses, and then it slices at you with its very sharp claws with a 14, which also misses. Okay, so these 2 attacks miss you, unfortunately. They used all their juiciness up on you. But it doesn't move, it just stays there. Okay, now it's you.
I'm gonna dash back to where Kidlap went to try to drag her out of the water. So I've seen where she went, right? So I know where she is, right?
She's right next to you, basically. Yeah, she came back. She went to run away. She came right past you. So you can only move half speed, and you can only move half that again if you're trying to drag her. So what's your movement speed?
40.
40. So you can move 10 feet with her. Yeah. And they don't get an attack of opportunity because they only get 1 reaction per round. So
right. So I'm doing that then. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can move 10 feet.
Yeah,
so drag the unconscious body maximum to there. Yeah, you can't get to the land at this point. Yeah, but you've kind of like you're swimming backwards. Your big, powerful legs. You've grabbed.
But she's coming with me, right? Yeah. Okay.
She is coming with you. Yeah, yeah. I'll allow that because it doesn't say you're grappled, so it's quite interesting. Yeah.
Have I got since I'm closer to the land? Are my feet touching the floor?
How tall are you?
6 weight and a bit taller than a dwarf.
Yeah, it's not yet. You wouldn't be much further, but you're right underneath the kind of window and with the overhanging area here. It's still just a bit too deep to you to get your feet into the mud to get any kind of purchase. Yeah.
Okay, so I moved. I've got 1 action, right?
You've moved, yes, yeah.
Right. I'm gonna cast a spell. Which is so darkness. So I'm gonna cast it on my weapon.
Okay. Yep.
And it basically means that Kidlap and myself are in a in a dark spot, I guess.
Is it a sphere of darkness?
Yeah, 15-foot sphere.
15-foot sphere. Darkness spreads around. Point you choose in a range. So you're okay, right? Yeah.
That's working, right?
Holding one of the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it, completely covering the source of darkness and merging with such as a ball or held blocks of darkness. Okay, yeah, fine. So it goes very dark. Yep, you've gone into this big patch of darkness. Perfect. Okay. What do they have? Yeah, so even dark vision doesn't work in that. So anything trying to attack you gets a disadvantage on that attack, don't they?
Well, I'm guessing they cannot see us, right?
Yeah, but you can still try and attack in darkness, but you get a disadvantage on attack. I will just double check. Let me just double check, seeing as it's a tense moment. Let's just have a look here. Darkness.
Oh my god.
This was a bad idea.
What the spell is, but not what it actually means. Right, I'm just going to say, I'm pretty sure it just gives you disadvantage, but if anybody else wants to look it up while we're doing this, you can. It is the other mirror's turn. What it's going to do is, I mean, you can't see it either. It throws its harpoon into the darkness where it thought it saw you last, okay? It has a range of 20 feet, so it is still within range. Disadvantage 10, which misses you, right?
Yep.
So you hear this harpoon splashes into the water. I mean, you don't. Well, sorry, you don't even see it. You hear a splash in the water. Something slices through the water, about a couple of feet away from you, and where you just were. Okay, that is its turn. Sorry, actually, no. It's you can't see it either now, can you? And they can't see you. So. Right. Okay. So, well, you don't know if it's moved or not. Okay. So we will go to Borges and Rukito.
I guess run up to the window to actually work out what has happened. I don't know if.
Okay.
I'm assuming Borges hasn't actually told me that. Borges, what's happened with Kidlat? Has she said anything?
Yeah, I just whisper that she's gone, and that sounded like it was pretty bad. And I'm assuming we see these two, monsters.
Like that big splash you just heard.
Yeah. Imagine a big splash and some crying. So, can we see them now, or are they covered in darkness for us as well?
What? Yeah. So, what you can see as you look out of the window is you see two sort of tails disappearing under the water. Of some very large creatures that have just disappeared under the water, and a big sphere of darkness right underneath the window, but you cannot see anything in it.
So I think probably from what happened with Kidlat, so Kidlat said help, and then made some bad groaning noises, and then it's gone. So I'm fairly confident I'd be able to tell Rukito that Kidlat is out. I don't know if we should try and engage these, or if we should trust them to be able to get away. What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm that much of a fighter within water, and I don't think, considering I've died twice already, I don't think it'll be a very good decision for me to just jump into the water. I don't know if we'd be able to run around in time to get to the shoreline and maybe try and do something from there, because from up in the window, us both trying to do something from here might not be a good idea, and I don't have magic, so or anything ranged. I'm very close to range.
Okay, so that's enough of a chat between the two of you in one round. So I will let you make a movement or do an action.
Okay.
As a result of that one, so you can choose who goes first. But
I'm going to start making my way outside towards like the shoreline around here.
So you can move yourself sort of 30 feet, or are you
30 feet.
Walking or running?
I'm going to be running.
Okay. So at that point you can run 60. Is your movement 25 or 30?
25.
So you can run or dash 50 feet.
Okay,
so
cool.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, you can run out past the Bullywug guards and you can end up just
out here.
So 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, roughly. You can kind of come to a skidding halt. You push your way past Zygon, who's we'll come to in a second, who's been entertaining these Bullywugs. Push your way through the Bullywugs who are kind of standing up and watching Zygon here, much to their alarm, and sort of a few like, outside past the Bullywug guards, and the crocodile that kind of looks around and kind of instinctively kind of snaps its jaws at you, but not an attack. And you come kind of sliding down the bank to the edge of the water there. Yeah, okay.
And I'm assuming I still can't see them.
No, there's a big ball of darkness out there.
Cool, that's fine. I was just checking.
And Boaz, what's your action?
So I have a question. it's out of game. So I have Balm of the Summer Court to try and heal, but would it work the same way? It doesn't have like a roll to hit or anything like that. Is there any way that can be used in the?
What's the text of it? What does it say?
Yeah, I can't even display it in the VTT. You become imbued with blessings of Summer Court, font of energy. You have a pool of Fey energy represented by a number of D6s. It's 3 D6s. As a bonus action, you can choose one creature you can see within 120 feet of you.
You can't see them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust that they're gonna be able to get away. I think we still want to keep stealth. So oh my god, I'm just gonna watch from the window.
Keep stealth. Rakito's just fucking legged it through all of this. Like,
yeah, maybe if I hear him crash and bang. All right.
He's gone
Rakito
first. Just goes, I'm out, and he's just stomping out with his beard, his ruff like bouncing underneath his chin. At least you touch your beard out of the way now, though. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna transform wild shape then into a toad and leap out the window first. My god, and then transform into a toad again.
God, you've written an essay here.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say, right, so you've had a chat and you've leapt out the window. Can you roll initiative now? Because you are, so click on your character and then roll your initiative.
Oh, yeah.
You in the mix as well.
Oh. Give me a good number.
Yeah, 18.
18, okay.
That's nice. You land in the darkness. I think from where you're jumping down, it's 15 feet, so it covers nearly all. No, I'll tell you what. If you want to, do you want to land in the darkness or outside it?
I'll land in the darkness with them. I mostly want to know what's going on. Yeah.
You jump into the lake. When you jump down, as you go into the water, you go down. It goes over your head, but you do feel your feet touch the bottom, and then you can kind of push yourself back up. But it's completely dark. You have no. In fact. Roll a D100 for me as you jump in.
Okay.
Into this pool of darkness.
oh fuck!
Is that a?
Well, there's 2 other people in there.
Okay, Giselle, you just hear this massive splash right next to you, but it's something very large and heavy has just jumped into the water right next to you. Big splash. You've no idea what it is.
Yep.
But it doesn't hit you. Okay. Right, guys. Zyget, what do you want to do? Because I think then we will probably leave this as your action and pick it up.
So, I obviously see Rakito sprint out.
Yeah.
I hear Borges yeet out the window. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of hear another very big splash. Yeah.
I still don't know that Kidlat or Giselle are in trouble.
Nope.
I only know that they fell in, and I only know that Kidlat doesn't like water. But I think I can deduce from the fact that Rakito has now legged it and Borges has jumped in that actually maybe it's a bit more serious than they've just fallen in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to cry out to these bullywugs. But what are they called? Bullywugs. Bullywugs. I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna say I'm gonna still try and keep it within the performance.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, oh no, my friends, they've fallen through the window. How can we help them?
Oh, nice.
Okay. And the immediate response is that there's some shock, and it's like, what the mirror, right? Okay, that will. Oh no. Okay. And you get some guards, people in the water, help them.
Okay.
Nice.
And with that response,
I
would like to run to the window.
Okay.
and cast Fairy Fire.
Where?
I would like to cast Fairy Fire, so I have a 10-foot radius. Sorry, it's a 20-foot cube. My apologies. 20-foot cube. Okay. So I obviously see this pitch black space, right?
Yep.
So I want to cast it on the center of the pitch black space.
Okay.
So there's like 5-foot cube outside of it as well.
Okay, yeah, so we've got a sphere inside a cube. It's like one of those smoke bubbles, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I like what you're trying to do there. Okay, so what effect does that have?
So this outlines anything within that cube.
What's the save on it?
The save is Dex 14.
Dex 14, okay.
Yeah.
So, Kidlat and Giselle, you also, and Borges, can you all make that save as well? And I will make it for
Kidlat's not moving. She's passed out.
Okay, so Kidlat will automatically get Fairy Fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dex save, okay.
They both failed.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
No,
that would be the one time.
What's the save? What's your DC for that, Zygon?
Mine's 14.
Okay. Oh, it's 14. Yeah. Okay, so 14 for Borges makes it. Giselle 22 makes it. They got a 3 and a 7. The Mero, so they both fail, and Kidlat automatically fails. So what happens is, so Borges and Giselle do not get Fairy Fired.
No.
But you see, how does it manifest itself? As lights, doesn't it, around an item?
It literally, like, imagine wall hacks. So, like they will literally all have violet light. The ones who fail, everyone can see it. Yeah, the ones who fail.
It's a magical light, isn't it, as well? So, I think it would work with Inside the Darkness. Okay, fine. So what you see is 3 shapes in the water, 2 very large shapes outlined in the water, and 1 very static shape, being lying on his back, seemingly lying flat out on his back, being pulled along by something. The other 2 shapes are circling around, kind of underneath or around either side of these other people. Yeah,
just a rough square.
So actually, let me tell you what. No, let me put them on the map, and then we will.
And everyone can see.
Everyone who's within range, can see. Yeah. Obviously, they are underwater as well, but that's. I'm going to say it's not particularly deep water where we are here. So,
but it's also a 20-foot cube.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and even if they were anywhere within that, then fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be able to see they are outlined where they are. Cool. Okay, let's leave it there.
Oh my god!
It's like a proper cliffhanger.
No, this isn't.
And you're actually in real life scared of water.
And you're
considering we're going travelling, I mean, it's tropical places.
Oh god,
it's not good.
Okay.
Starts hearing the Game of Thrones theme music with the credits rolling, and this is like the end of the cliffhanger.
You're a heavy.
I'm so stressed.
Yeah, super heavy. Should have.
But it's worth occasionally just updating, having those things, because sometimes it's not often that these things come in, but there's a very specific weight limit on these ropes that makes a point of saying, and you went beyond it. Quite a lot. One of you, anyway, we shall find out. Right, okay, good stuff, guys. Well done. Very nice. I did not expect it to end up like that.
Intense.
No.
Right.
Zygon's kind of annoyed as well because Zygon's very grateful because I think he's just got out of the date. So
yeah,
wow, there's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mildly daydreaming when you decided to go across the rope. So in real life, I actually didn't. It took me a second to register what was happening. I was like kind of away with the fairies when you made that whole decision. Then, so.
Yeah, it did come about very quickly.
Yeah,
there you go. That's fine. That's sometimes you just got to act, right?
Yeah, that's good.
It's like a rogue. It's like a
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think
it was too tempting.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too curious.
It's within your overall plan. Your plan was to get there. So you saw an opportunity, you took it. Why not?
And it's very tabaxi as well.
Yeah.
Curious. Got to find out. Your overwhelming curiosity to find out what's going on.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. We'll catch you next time. See you then.